What up, y'all? I want to talk about a little movie I saw this weekend, a horror film called Thanksgiving. I didn't even know this was done by Eli Roth, so you know the type of quality film you're gonna get, but you know what he brings to the visuals as well. And we got to talk about it because this film, I believe, could be the next cult classic. I really do. And it's got all the makings of a cult classic, and I want to talk about it and explain to you why that is. Now, follow me on this. Just follow me for a second. If you've seen it, I would love to hear your opinion, but go with me on this. I'm about to break it down. When I started watching, I'm like, oh, okay, this reminds me a lot of Scream. It's got all the elements that Scream kind of had, you know, as far as being funny, you know, the group of friends that also are like couples involved, the token black guy, but they did their own different spin on it, you know, the masked character. But they did what they did different in this than the other Scream films is Scream kind of made fun of horror movies in general and kind of called horror movies out really on its face and kind of like put in perspective, okay, this is what happens in horror movies. Now we're gonna let this play out in this horror movie so you see like the parallels.
Standard horror movie stuff. Prom Night Revisited, man.
Yeah? Why would he want to kill his own girlfriend?
There's always some stupid bullshit reason to kill your girlfriend.
Instead of having like corny jokes, this had more mature level jokes. The token black guy, he just wasn't some wimpy guy who was just token and, you know, just geeking around.
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
True.
Okay, he was a jock, but he wasn't like a dumb jock. Really, none of the jocks were dumb. They were just funny, getting drunk, you know, kind of like the life of the party cats. But they didn't play the typical dumb jock role. It was different. It just felt different. It felt more mature. And I think that was just because of some of the acting, and the writing was very well done. So you see how this could be compared to Scream. And the thing, what made Scream is, you know, when you see the Scream mask, you know what's coming. So now when you see this mask, you're gonna know what's coming. One, we haven't seen anything like it, but it's something that people can now build a character around. All the iconic ones have it. Mike Myers got his mask. Freddy got the blades. This guy has the Thanksgiving outfit with the hat. Like, you know, he looked like a pilgrim. So this is, you know, when you build your character, you build this around a symbol. So this movie took a symbol on, just like the great ones before it, including Scream, and it ran with it. Number two, this thing was gory. Okay, now you know Eli Roth, he ain't scared to chop off a head or nothing, and in this movie was no different. Heads getting chopped off, body parts burned, random people getting, you know, ducked in the skull. I mean, it was bloody, gory, disgusting, great mess. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want this from your horror movies. You know, in Scream, you get poked up, that's it. This was like completely not that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really went out their way to make it gory for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't like any horror movie that's really been out as of late, because they've been all kind of shying away from that. So you get that very well done with this. And in no means does that mean it was all random. It was very creative, very well thought out ways of execution in this, like the delivery. Now, this was a holiday themed horror film as well. So holidays come every year. So now you can build a franchise around this to happen every year. You can start having your masked figure come back every year. Thanksgiving's a good time to build around. That it hasn't really been done yet that I know of. I don't know any Thanksgiving horror movies like that. The way the movie was written, it took the negative parts of Thanksgiving and built a story around it. The negative parts of Thanksgiving in regards to how people are, you know, because this is not really giving it away, but the first part, they addressed all the Black Friday stuff that happened when people were getting trampled to death and stuff like that. And they turned that into a horror film. And you know what I mean? Like, this happened to people. This had a lot of surprises. A big part in the surprises and all the jump scares was the fact that it was funny. The humor really disarmed you to make the jump scares work. Because normally, like me, I'm always on edge anyway. And by on edge, I mean I'm always looking for stuff to happen. Like, I don't really jump in films. If I'm jumping and, you know, people with me was jumping, this was a good film. They made it so you're not really expecting the jump scares. A lot of time they almost telegraph it before it comes to you. Not this. This was just random stuff happening, calculated randomness happening to catch you off guard, to make it scary. You want to make it fun. You want to make it scary. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. And the last thing, the story had a huge mystery element to it. You know, you're sitting there thinking, who's the killer? Who's the killer? Why is the killer doing this? Why would anybody be doing this to this specific group? Then you start thinking of who it could be. You're, you know, and you're really putting together all these plot lines. Well, this could be this. This could be this. No, I can't be this person. It might be this person. I had like 6 or 7 different suspects, and normally I can easily pick it out. The story had to be well written in order for the mystery element to work. I think it will take viewers, and because you won't see what's coming specifically and the reasoning behind it. They don't even allude to anything. That's what makes the movie cool. That's what makes it also be rewatchable, and you can associate that in your mind with this time of year, with this type of thing, with, you know, in horror movies. It's going to come back around. The movie was awesome. Haven't seen a good slasher horror film in a while, because a lot of the slasher style horror films have become very predictable. This was not predictable at all. Definitely giving this like a B rating as far as movies are concerned. I think if you really enjoy a good slasher film, you will appreciate everything that this movie gave you. That's my thoughts on it. This should be a classic. I mean, everybody, I'm seeing the people reviews online, people talking about how good it is. It was awesome. Next year at Halloween, there's going to be people dressed up like Thanksgiving. He's the Carver. There's going to be people dressed as the Carver next year. Listen, very intelligent horror film, but also scary as hell. I put the stamp on this one. What do you think about it, though? Am I reaching? Do you kind of see where I'm going with all these elements? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, all right? Look, I appreciate you stopping by. I got way more everything, reactions, you know, reviews, all that coming. So definitely hit that like button if you enjoy the content. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. I appreciate you. Until next time, please, everybody, be safe, and remember, always speak your truth, all right? I'm out.